I just recently started back up with competitive. It's been a while, and I decided to show off this match. I was really proud of it. I like the team I made, and I wanted to show this off a little bit. So started off. I decided to start off with Kartana. Kartana is always a good choice to start off with. I go for Sword Stance expecting to switch. I did not expect to switch into Zapdos. I switched into my own Zapdos, knowing that really there was no move that Zapdos could do. Being that I have static, I made so I could paralyze him. Regieleki comes out, and Regieleki is kind of a nuisance in this battle. He's faster than everyone else. He has Volt Switch, which makes it so it's really easy for him to get chip damage in and not even deal with residual damage. And so I had to figure out a few ways to beat him. He was an issue starting out, but I think I figured out a few things in this battle. He goes for Volt Switch, as I said. He switches back out. I went for Toxic. Um, Zapdos comes in. Zapdos, paralyzed, really is useless in this fight. Um, he kind of is just sitting there waiting to be killed the entire time. I send in my Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is easily probably the best Pokemon on my team. He kind of is the center of this team. I built it around Tapu Lele. He sends in Weavile, and I go for Focus Blast. He thought that he was faster, my Tapu Lele, having a Choice Scarf makes it so he's faster than everyone else. So I knew it was a guaranteed kill with Focus Blast if it hit. He now knows I have Choice Scarf, so he sends in Dragapult. I hard switch into Zapdos. This decision was because I'm not entirely sure why I switched into Zapdos, but he slowly takes out my Zapdos. And Zapdos did his job. He got the static off on his physical attacker. He sends in Tapu Fini. I knew that I could get a Dragon Dance off from E-Speed on his Tapu Fini no matter what, and I could live any hit as a multi-scale. A Dragonite lived a hit. I knew I couldn't live another one, so I switched out into Kartana, to Moonblast. Kartana only can live one Moonblast because paper thin defense, but right there. So I knew that switching to Kartana, he would switch back into the Dragapult because he's expecting either a fighting type or a grass type move. So I decided to go for knockoff. In doing so, knockoff can take off any of these guys' items, and so it was the safest play and the best play. Luckily enough, my knockoff hits onto the Dragapult, and it kills the Dragapult, which would have been a nuisance, being one of the best in the OU format. He sends out Regieleki. I couldn't stay in, I had +3 attack, and so he goes for Volt Switch on Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele lives with one hit. Doesn't really matter. I go for Future Sight, thinking he would die. Future Sight is probably the best move in Tapu Lele's set. Future Sight's incredible on Tapu Lele with the Psychic Surge. Type of kick terrain, and he sends in Tapu Fini. I go for Liquidation, knowing that it would be good damage on anyone. Future Sight finishes off the Tapu Fini, which is very useful. Tapu Lele kind of did her job, taking out one of the Pokemon on his team, on their team. Regieleki comes in. I decide to have a free switch with Tapu Lele, making so he can't switch back out. I figure out right here that E-Speed would be the easiest way to take out the Regieleki, being that I have two Mons, Barraskewda with Aqua Tail and Dragonite with E-Speed. Regieleki really can't do anything if he doesn't have a speed. He has nothing else but speed. And so I go for the E-Speed, thinking that it could kill. It didn't, but Dragonite got it down enough that Aqua Jet would kill no matter what. I send in my Barraskewda. Barraskewda has very high attack. I thought there could have been a chance for a kill. I didn't think it would kill, but I also was banking on the paralysis. It didn't. I knew I could win at this point. He had two very weak Mons right now with a paralyzed Pokemon, which is technically just dead at this point. And a Pokemon with 17% HP. Blissey was not an issue for this team. I have good stall and I have Kartana. There's nothing that Blissey can do. And so, really at this point I knew I won. And so I could sack off the Barraskewda free. And so I do that. I go for Liquidation, get it down low enough that I could send in my Heatran. And the Heatran can go for Magma Storm. Magma Storm taking it out. That was kind of risky, but it was worth the risk. Then with Regieleki, all I have to do is go for Earth Power, killing the Regieleki. Sending out the Blissey. This Blissey, it was very obvious what it wanted to do. It just wanted to either Toxic Stall or Taunt or Soft Boil or, just stall me out. And so I decided I'm going to go for my own Taunt. I go for Taunt, making so he can't go for his coveted moves of Toxic or Soft Boil. So I can go for a Toxic for free. Toxic getting some residual damage, and then right after that I can go for my own Magma Storm, which will even give me even more chip damage, so that he pretty much can't do anything to me at this point. He has a chance to go for Soft Boil, but he doesn't. And then right here, I knew I won, because he was going to go for Soft Boil, hoping for the HP increase. I go for Taunt. He's dead. I win. Very proud of this. It's been since about Gen 6 that I've even attempted competitive, so this was really fun to use this new format. Yeah, that's pretty much it.